reviews where we can learn together. Today I am with KetteC4T. I know her as KetteC4T on Discord. I don't know if I just doxed you. Hopefully I didn't. She is a Platinum AD carry main. They reached out to get some help with trying to get out of Platinum, and we're going to see if we're able to help her out of that. Ketta, do you have anything you want to say before we jump in?
I've been kind of playing Wild Rift since it came out in North America, and really only started getting into LoL as a whole kind of in the last year. So still
Okay.
pretty new, but I'm trying to learn as much as I can.
Yeah, and that's what you see a lot when people are new to the game is the experience factor. It's not necessarily the mechanics as much because the mechanics aren't as intensive on Wild Rift as they are League of Legends. So it's more about knowledge of where do I need to be, when do I need to be there. Unfortunately, you're playing AD carry as a main, which is very position reliant, and if you're in the bad,
Hmm.
yeah, if you're in a wrong spot, you get caught out. You cost your team a lot of stuff. But today she is on Tristana up against a Varus with an Annie support and a Lux enemy support. So let's jump into game. Something that I noticed on here when I was taking a quick look at it is it doesn't show your option to buy as if you were recording a game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep.
So I can just I think I can just. This is a recent enough game that I should be able to uh, walk you through that.
Yeah,
My
that's not.
decision making.
I
Yeah.
skip forward a little bit. I know your first item is the F sword. Um,
Hmm.
And this was something that when I was talking with Rose yesterday, working with her a little bit, she stayed on the map for too long and did not go back and buy her items when she had the opportunity to. And this first little bit where you get this first blood, you might have stayed an extra wave too long because you had enough gold to be able to purchase your BF sword.
Hmm.
You started E. So a lot of times Tristana will players will they'll hold off on starting their third skill. They will go with that as their first one, but they'll hold off on it. This way they don't push the wave unnecessarily by last hitting and causing the explosion.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was really nice. You just went in and picked up this one.
Yeah, because I played a lot of Tristana mid
Mm.
on PC League for a bit.
Yep. Right here is where I would have pushed this wave because you're sitting on 1,500 gold down here.
Yeah.
Looking at push that in this way. When Varus gets back, he has to push that wave back into you, and you come back with an experience and an item up, a strong item up.
Yeah, I think I wanted to get a little bit more vision there,
Yep.
but
Hindsight's 2020. It's always easier to
mhm.
say, "Oh, that's what I should have done when I was looking back at it."
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it gets sketchy here in a second. I think Lux lands a bind, and it's like, "Oh shit." So do you main Tristana?
I main Misfortune.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We were talking about it. I felt like Misfortune's a little bit weak in Wild Rift.
Yeah, she's and also her build path is not super clear right now.
Yeah. Okay. A little thing. It's not a very big thing at all. It's just like a preference. Crap, where are we at? Sorry. So here, when I come back into base, instead of staying right here to buy,
Hmm.
move to the edge where the brown ring is, right around there, and that'll allow you to heal, buy, and put you closer to getting back out.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
it's
I was. It's just something that I should do.
it's one of those things
Maybe.
where it's a preference really. That's just my habit, so I can get there a little bit quicker. It's
Mm-hmm.
not a huge difference, but sometimes that one split second counts.
For sure.
What do you know what masteries you're running?
Um, so Conqueror,
Okay.
um, I believe Brutal, um, Ravenous, and the one that gives extra damage to towers and epic monsters.
Yeah. Yeah, Trist is definitely a tower destroyer.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually been playing a lot of Ziggs in bot lane lately.
Yeah, he was. I mean, I remember back in the summer, Ziggs APC was the main, the big thing for all the uh kind of the pros in Summoner series and stuff.
Ooh, that was a nasty.
Walk right into that.
That's perfectly fine. You know, at this point, with you being, you having the item advantage up, it looks like the trade didn't go too bad. I don't know about that one, but previously, if we went back to like right here where this wave is being pushed in, if wouldn't have last hit those, their minions would have came from where Varus is and froze right there. This way,
Yeah,
I don't know if you
I.
did this Wukong right here, but if you did, that would have been great to freeze it there. This way,
Hmm.
right,
Yeah, I still haven't really quite figured out how to freeze in Wild Rift,
yeah,
just because the waves are smaller and they it's so short. The lanes are so short that it feels like there's not you have to do get the exact thing right to get that freeze.
yeah. You're absolutely right with the less minions in the lane and the lanes being shorter. It is a little bit more difficult. And one thing that I've noticed playing AD carry, because I think I peaked Emerald 2 AD carry, um, was we they call them cheater recalls in League of Legends, where you can
Mm-hmm.
call and get back to lane without missing anything. There's different times for that in Wild Rift where the lane being so short, you could, in theory, have the wave in the middle of the lane and still get that recall timer back to pick those waves up. So it's a little bit different than it is on League of Legends. I've come to find.
Yeah.
Okay. Did y'all end up winning this?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, it was me and Pantheon really their Wukong was really the most impactful on their team, and then between me and Pantheon, we
Ended up carrying.
really, yeah.
That sucks because if Pantheon was there, y'all could have probably picked up double right there.
I think we do actually because they stay in lane too long.
Oh.
Well, at least Lux does. Yeah, Varus backs, but then yeah, Lux. Because Lux stays,
Oh, you pick up Lux. Okay.
and then I'm like, oh no, oh there she is.
Did you not get the reset for that?
I was thinking I thought I was about to take a tower shot, which would have killed me. So I was like, better safe than sorry, and just flashed.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm probably gonna go for a recall. You're sitting on
I
20. I
think, yeah,
think that's enough for an Infinity Edge. Yep. Yeah, you're in a great spot at this point right now. And he's getting chunked out.
mm-hmm.
It's hard to play AD carry without a good support.
Yeah.
Do you have a duo partner?
I don't. I'm in a guild, so we like oftentimes will play together, like play as groups, but like also they're all on uh like Central or Eastern time,
Yep.
so it's not as easy for me to play with them.
Yep. You're Pacific, right?
Mm-hmm.
The girl I was working with yesterday, she's Mountain Time. Um,
Mm.
that's closer to you,
Yeah, it's an hour, only an hour difference, which is
and she's a support main. We
oh
were
cool.
duo queuing, and I got her into back into platinum last night. She climbed back up to plat 3. So um, after this, I'll connect you two, and
Oh, dope.
she surprising. She has 625 games on Nami. I didn't believe her, and then I saw it, and I was like, oh my gosh. Ooh, you're dead here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean that's okay.
like the Lux was like, yeah, we got Dragon and they got Wook, so they were 1 for 1.
Yeah,
But yeah, the Lux was like always getting into bad spots, but also coming in with like
clutch ult.
clutch. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So nothing's on the mini map. No neutral objectives.
Yeah, because they got Herald and we just got Dragon, so.
Yeah, at this point, with if I was your team in general, my first priority is going to be break your bottom turret, just because it's so low, and you're going to get that influx of gold. But probably going to be what happens unless y'all roam mid. Yep, here comes your first turret. Do
Uh,
you auto lock? Where do you tap the turret button?
I usually hit the turret button. I also have a bad habit of just like hitting auto attack over and over again when I'm taking the turret, which resets it.
Yep.
So I've been trying to break that. Just like remembering I don't have to do that, and I could just like leave it, and I'll just attack turret.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Definitely go back. Like just after this little skirmish clears out,
Mm-hmm.
second item.
Yeah, I ended up staying for a while because my team wanted to fight.
Yeah. It's so much different looking
Oh, and
at.
also we got that plate.
Okay, good. I thought you were about dead again. I was like, no. It's a lot different looking at the replay because you get to see where the enemy is, where you don't see
Mm-hmm.
where they were before. Um, so you get new perspectives. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I'd probably address things differently if I couldn't see where the enemies were.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get pick up over the wall.
Whew.
Oh,
Uh,
that's so tilting. Okay.
uh, I was still what is it, 7-2, 7-2-2 at that point. So,
Okay. So, what do you think your general problem?
um, I don't play well when I'm behind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like I was in like the misfortune, one of the misfortune games. Like I was basically getting camped by like the uh the other team's mid laner.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then like so kind of my like I watch a lot of there's one misfortune YouTuber I really like, and his kind of axiom is push past river and roam.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do that a lot. So I kind of like don't really have a sense of when team fights are going to happen. So I end up missing them, or like arriving late, or like being in the wrong position when they happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like don't contribute it as much as I should be.
Yep. Yeah, and that is a general issue. Like, it's just that macro play. Micro is really fixed because you can go into target the practice tool and just work on your individual last hitting, your laning, all that stuff. It's really easy to work on that way.
Mm-hmm.
As the only one, the macro comes with experience or watching other people play the game and seeing
Yeah.
do it. The reason I pause right this Twisted Fate, I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like, if we come back here, we get the Herald. Everybody's half HP except for Twisted Fate. I'd imagine their team is pretty healthy. We have the
Yeah. Aurelia is at like at full health basically.
yep, we get the objective, but the team continues to fight with Dragon spawning 10 seconds on the minimap. So, at this point, I'm spam pinging to retreat, and if my team's not retreating, I'm backing anyway. Um,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe Pantheon goes and pops Rift Herald top and distracts the enemy while y'all roam down to pick up Dragon. But there is no reason for anybody to be on the map at this point now that the fight's been disengaged, especially with Lux getting that nasty ultimate where it chunked everybody, and then this TF just flashes in and goes ham for no reason with no backup.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you can do on this.
No. It's like, oh, just pop a bull bomb on Aurelia and
Run away.
yeah.
Push.
See if we can crack this mid turret basically.
That's a good call. I was gonna say push it back, but there's no one around, so yeah, you get this one for free. Immediately transition to Dragon's a good call. We don't have any wards. Yeah, free Dragon. Nasus and Annie are just doing their own thing. TF's keeping mid at bay. This is where it's sketchy. I don't know if I would, because the tower's already down. I could probably go back and buy my item real quick and then rejoin. Because anytime they could have turned and actually walked through the jungle and ended up not flanking you, but finding you there, and
Yeah.
probably would have ended badly. Because now you're back on map, the team pushing, and you have a lot of. I don't know how much gold you actually have in your inventory, but I would imagine it's
Enough for Blade of the Ruined King, I think.
yep. And she's dead. Yep. Okay, you should be fine. Lux. Oh boy, that Lux got your number.
Yeah.
Okay. Just pause it here with like. Okay, no, we can't. With this, is this? Did I rewind it? No, I didn't. Okay, I'm sorry. I was gonna say, with the state of the map, what do you think priority would be?
Um. See, I can't tell whether there's a top lane turret up uh, behind Pantheon, but if so, that turret. If not, that bot lane wave looks like it's gonna be pushing towards us. So uh, intercept that.
Yep. That would probably be my call. Go down with Nasus, help him push that in and take that turret for free. At that point, you're
Mm-hmm.
put them on that side of the map.
Because I imagine like we see at this point, I probably would see Lux and Timo.
Yep, you can't see the other two. I think is one of them dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, Varys is dead. So what would happen? You guys would, or what would probably happen would be you guys would crack that turret, probably push another wave in. They'd probably send 2 to 3 to respond to you. At that time, you guys on, or your team on the other side can set up vision around that Baron that's going to spawn. And at that point, at least I think that's Baron. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so could we already got 2 heralds, so yeah.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yes. Pantheon still has herald as well. So.
Gotcha. Okay, but yeah. Anyway, we see that objective on the map. At that point, everybody needs to be kind of setting a vision around it, getting ready to make sure the enemy team can't sneak it, or if the opportunity arises, that you guys can get it yourself. It's a little bit early, but it's never bad to have vision. On your side, no one else has a sweeping lens, so that might be something you might want to pick up just to help clear that vision. Typically, as AD carry, if you had the option in League of Legends to go blue trinket, you would.
Yeah.
That's not available here. Can't really. Okay, so he gets that top turret. Okay, Pantheon dies from power. I mean, that's not ideal with the neutral objective coming up, but okay, I don't think they're going to get it. Nice. I'm glad that you didn't chase it out and you went on him. A lot of times people with time pick the one that I rally and keep going instead of turning and picking up the free kill that's there. That was a good call. Have you ever read The Art of War by Sun Tzu?
I've not read it. Like, I've kind of read enough other history to kind of see it summarized.
Yep. It's all about deception. So, like, drawing the pressure on the side lanes, and I might have pushed another wave while you were down there, just to keep that pressure coming back, and you were still free to get out. But either way. Pantheon's probably dead here. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think Aurelia went in without her ult.
You're just destroying everybody. TS just kind of doing whatever. Nasus is just doing whatever.
Yeah. I think. But yeah, their Wukong is. That was, like, really the thing that kept them in this game for as long as they were in.
Yep. Coming back to right here, what was the thought process behind the flag?
I think I thought I saw he was low, but kind of didn't. I'm not really used to. I don't see a lot of Wukong play. Like, I haven't played long enough to like see a lot of Wukong players, so I don't have a really good grasp of like what his skills are and like where they're gonna be, like what their cooldowns are.
Yeah.
And what he's capable of.
A whole bunch of trickery and deceit.
Yeah.
No, the reason you see it happen a lot, you see it a lot in pro play, is people will blow their flash when they're absolutely dead. There is no escape. Working with Rose yesterday, he blew a flash to try to kill Zig. That was a screen away and had no skills available to follow up behind that flash, so it was just a waste of.
Yeah.
uh, the better. Obviously, a lot of times this is instinctual, but if you would have saved the flash, just took the death, and had it up for the next team fight, that probably would have been optimal. But that's the point of reviewing everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's dead. Go ahead, fast forward. Did he get? No. Okay, Pantheon get Drake. You're right. It kind of feels like Wukong's just dragging their team along.
Yep. And then Lux is throwing in ultimates occasionally that are helpful, but that's really about it.
What's the frustrating part? I know Nasus has to farm to get his Q stack high to be really relevant in the game, but he has not joined the rest of the team hardly this match, and it's just been him in the side lane pushing, which is really a detriment to the whole team when it's a team game.
Yeah, like kind of felt that like he was creating like some like split pushing pressure to some extent. Like they would have to send like usually two people to deal with him.
Yep.
And like generally like between like me and Pantheon, we were able to kind of like deal with the other parts of the map while Nasus could split push.
Yeah. If you should get this turret, no problem. I'd probably back off, go pick up that scuttle crab, just to get a vision.
Mm-hmm.
Nasus is probably dead here.
Yep. I think he is.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh yeah, he altered and then just like.
I might have popped that the other way, at the other angle, towards the dragon. This way you can clear out any of that vision in there
Mm-hmm.
for the team mushrooms. But one other thing that a lot of people don't do when they're this far ahead and they're the primary carry of the team and it's on them is they're not selfish enough. Take the farm, take all the farm on the map, take the jungle, creeps, doesn't matter. I know Pantheon's popping off in this too, but he's going to fall off late game where you're going to continue to scale to be stronger and stronger. So take the red, take all the buffs you can get to get you in that position to carry even better. They might call you a jerk, but sometimes
I turn chat off, so
smart.
like yeah, like they Nasus goes on walkabout and like their entire team collapses on him, leaving us to kind of do whatever.
Yeah, that's the problem with him being in the side lanes. They know he's going to be there. They know the team hasn't really been there around him, so they're just going to pick him off. And he's not doing what he should do: push a wave, 2 waves, and then join the rest of the team. There's that time period where they're rotating to him, and that he could be rotating to you, to y'all, and it's just like spinning, and then they're off. Then you have priority in the mid lane or wherever around whatever objective. I feel like I'm critiquing your teammates more than you.
Yeah, I do. I play Baron lane a lot too, so
Yeah.
it's also useful.
Having a general idea of what all the roles do and how you should play them is definitely solid. Um, I interviewed a Diamond 2 support who's playing for a competitive team. He said he will not play with anybody who doesn't lock down to like an AD carry role. He will not play with them just because he needs someone to specialize in that role. But it's definitely important to have a general idea of what the other lanes do.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. It's really hard to be proficient at every role.
Right.
That I thought Wukong would have been dead right there. assuming there wasn't a lot of vision when they walked in. Nasus is dead. No, or no, I'm sorry, it was Pantheon, excuse me. Um, everything, you're doing really, really well. Your positioning fairly good. You're not getting too close when you don't need to be. You're waiting till, you know, engages are blown before you jump in or start moving towards and start doing damage. I mean, this is a solid performance all around.
Yeah, I think part of like when I look at some of my other games, like some of these misfortune ones, is where it's like I fall behind early because like you know supports or something, and what happened there?
I don't know. I think that might have been the end of the video.
Yeah. Oh, we ended up winning.
Okay.
Nope. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe my phone maxed out at 20.
It might have. I don't know.
Oh
But
no, it's back. We're back.
no, because it's about to cut off again.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Yes, we basically after that we finally take Baron and win with that.
Okay. Yeah, I really didn't see any issues. Not very many. The mechanical play looked good. Um, maybe there were some opportunities where you could have went back and came into lane stronger, like this push right here. Go back
Hmm.
immediately, especially with that first blood to buy your first item, your BF sword. Let's see if we can scoot forward a little bit. Just position closer away from the fountain. This way you have a little bit less distance to cover after you've fully healed.
Yeah, and also it just helped that I was playing with like a very proactive and effective jungler.
Yeah, the support didn't really do you too many favors this game.
Yeah.
Are you running the mastery where if you pop the honey fruit, it gives you the gold?
No, because that one it's either that one or the one where I do extra damage to turrets.
Okay. You remember we were talking about like free recalls with
Hmm.
like right once you got done pushing to right there, that's a free recall. You'd been back with it pushed on you, and then Wukong never would have got this invade or this
Right.
chance to do nothing apparently. But yeah, no, everything looked
Yeah.
pretty solid. Did you notice anything back at this?
Um, I mean, yeah, like it felt like a really good game. It's just trying to have these more consistently.
Yeah, yeah, and that's it too. I've noticed you'll have a game that you play really really well, or it's a stomp, and the next one you're getting stomped, or you'll get two really good games in a row, and then the next four are stomps.
Hmm.
Yep. So it's interesting because it didn't. I don't even think it swapped aggro to you at all on that tower shot.
Yeah, I think Pantheon might have still been in range.
Gotcha.
So, um, but yeah, I think part of it is just mental. It's just like if I get behind, I try to start like forcing things that
Yep.
aren't necessarily going to work and like stop playing as intelligently. Um,
So you have your ultimate up right here. Um, I know you get into a fight with Wukong. I wonder if there's a better way to play this engagement with him. It's hard because he comes in invisible.
hmm
right there. So, yep. You know what? I would have buster shot him away and then immediately kited back towards your Pantheon in that drag.
Hmm.
Um, this way you have that safe two people being there, and maybe you flash. I don't know if you have flash, but maybe you get a rocket jump over the wall or something if you get a reset.
Yeah.
Great power. Solid kill. Yeah, you should get that one. Nope. I would have backed off here 100%. Just to go back and get your health and your items. No, I mean other than not dodging any Lux Q or Lux ultimates, everything seemed to be okay. I really don't have too much feedback to give you other than try to hold on to your flash when you need to.
Hmm.
Work on making sure you're optimizing your recalls. This way, you're not on the map when you don't need to be. Um, Definitely, you're doing right as far as pushing the wave into their tower before you back. That's 100% correct. This way, it denies them that gold. A lot of people don't do that. Um, I can't really think of too much. Abandon your team when they're making dumb decisions 100%. So,
Yeah, it's hard when you're 80 carry because it's like kind of have to. You're not
you're,
really effective without your team around.
yeah, you're 100% team reliant. You're not going to carry it unless you're like a Lucian that's so far ahead it's not even funny. Um, but yeah, I wish we could have seen how that finished, but I'd imagine it probably finished the same way it started and went through pretty solid all around. Um,
Yeah, we got Baron and then pushed top lane
do
and
you,
finished with that.
do you watch any like challenger players play the game?
Um, I haven't really found for I haven't really found anyone I like to watch for Wild Rift.
Okay,
I watched I watch like I watch Misfortune to Best a lot on YouTube. He's as it sounds, he is a Misfortune one trick who like does all this theory crafting for around Misfortune on PC.
gotcha. Okay, yeah, it's some of those people get pretty intense on their thought processes.
Yeah, so and he's also but like he's also like really chill and like he's actually trained to be a teacher, so he's really good at instructional stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. Um, do they play
But
Wild
yeah,
Rift, or is it just League of Legends content?
just PC. Like I say, I haven't really found like anyone who I kind of like their like who like I really like want to sit down and listen to during for a game. I'll occasionally watch what is it, Hell's Devil.
Yep, good guy.
Um,
Um, One that I would recommend for your AD carry role, probably look into It's Stewart, ITZSTU4RT. Really good content. He actually edits for Wild Rift Fire, which is like a building website
mhm.
by Excel. So he does a lot of YouTube stuff. He plays AD carry at a master tier. Um, he's over in Europe, but definitely check his content out for Wild Rift related.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, he just. I'll definitely do that.
okay. I hope we learned something today.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot
Um.
to really critique.
Yeah. I don't know. I just guess I just need to play more games. I think.
How
And
many how many do you normally play a day?
um, usually three. Like I'll play like usually on my breaks and at lunch. So I'll have like a game in the morning, a game at lunch, and then a game in the afternoon.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, all while you're at work.
Yeah, I work from home,
Oh,
and so I Like I can just like be at my desk and like doing stuff in between. Like if I have a long death timer, I'll like do some work.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I guess we'll probably conclude there. Thanks for coming on.
Awesome.
If you want to
Yeah,
stay connected, I'll end the recording and then we can talk a little bit more off screen.
sounds good.
Yep. So